What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Coming to you guys. I hope my voice is a little bit better. Drop a 1 in the comments if you think it is. Drop a 2 if you don't think it is. But put a 1 in the comments if you think my voice is better this week. Still sweating. Still a lot going on. Sinus infection. Okay, not what you think it is. But I definitely want to start this show off with I told you so, right? I'm definitely going to be showing you guys a lot of what I thought would happen, happened. Now, here's the kicker. What Joe Biden did is just the starter, right? Just the start. It was just the start because guess what? 80% of small business in America, 80% of businesses in America have less than 100 employees, right? The average guy or girl, they go work for a company, it has between 7 to 75 people working there. Then on top of that, companies that have 200, 500 people aren't that many. I know y'all think it's everywhere, but guess what? Guess what? A lot of the warehouse workers, a lot of those guys were already going to take the shot anyway. Sorry, just going to say it. A lot of the nurses, all these people, but a bulk of people are going to do this. They're going to break those companies up into smaller companies. Now, a couple years ago, when Barack Obama, y'all favorite president, was around, what ended up happening was they said, hey, we're going to raise business taxes on business owners making over $250,000. There was a man, his video went viral. They took it off of YouTube because I've been looking for it for 2 months now. I can't find it. He said, listen, let me tell you what we're going to do. Companies that make $1 million a year, they're going to break those companies up into break it up into 4 departments and go on about their day and report less taxes. Now, this was during Barack Obama. They had already had a plan before he even finished announcing the bill. So what do you think is going to happen when he says, hey, listen, man, if you got 100 employees, you are going to you're going to get this staff under control. Well, guess what these companies are going to do? They're going to break it down no more. Now, drop your city and state in the chat for me. Ignore the things falling off the desk behind me. We are not at the office. We're home. We're quarantining ourselves just because we feel better not having to be around germy people. And, if you cough anywhere right now, people start freaking out. They be like, oh, Lord Jesus, she coughing. Help us, Lord. She coughing. So I'm going to read over this for you guys real quick, not to be boring, but I'm going to tell you right now. Because I literally had some, I'm just going to say it, I had some people in my Facebook page, because it's mostly public, who were like, oh, our president's going to beat this. He's going to do this. And these are people who are from Maryland. They've been college educated. He literally believes, if he's watching this channel, I don't care if you're watching it. You can come talk crap in the comments. Who cares? He literally believes this. Joe Biden's going to get us out of this. So as you can see here, this is on the White House page, because a lot of y'all go, Erica, you're just giving your opinion. No, baby. Let me bring you all the facts. Okay, so path out of the pandemic. President Biden's action plan of bull crap. All right, so right now you already come here. Pay attention. I want you to pay attention. Vaccinating the unvaccinated. Y'all, let's be really honest. I know Glenn and Cameron and several people say, well, 50% of people are already vaccinated. Ha! See, told you 80% going to be in the fall. No knock to anybody who's saying this. They would not be offering thousands of dollars, guns in West Virginia, free ammo. They wouldn't be offering $100 Nordstrom gift cards, $100 gas gift cards if we had half our population with this. New York already released the numbers. New York said only 27% of the black people and black people in New York have been getting the vaccination. Less than 28% of Hispanic people in New York have gotten their vaccinations. So I'm telling you, in New York City, who saw it firsthand, who are in dense, compact areas, 80% of their people ain't buying it. So if you really want to go off population, New York, California, Ohio, Chicago, Florida, Texas, the biggest holders of populations, half the folk ain't doing it. In Texas and Florida, majority. So I told you when I was down in Florida, I saw the line wrapped around the football field out in the parking lot. I said, man, what's going on? And it was for them to get their shots so they could work in where? Tourism, hospitality, customer service. Cities and states like that, you're going to have higher numbers of people going to get shots. Majority of people are not doing this because their everyday life has not been changed. I told y'all last year during the pandemic when I was driving from Ohio through I'm just going to say it, creepy Trump country, because it was a little creepy out there. They had a back the blue and Trump signs everywhere, and I was just on dirt roads by myself, kind of nervous. You got too many pockets in this country where they're not, their kids went to school, their grocery stores stay open, their restaurants stay open, their local bars stayed open. They did not change a thing about their schedule. Not one thing. Their local people, and this is why I want to talk to y'all. I've been putting out mob videos. I've got about 7 more mob videos when I was doing it while I was sick, because a lot of times you see the popularity of the mob, but what you understand is you have a moneymaker, a protector, and an enforcer, right? And they're not always the same person. Your husband in an ideal world would be your moneymaker and your protector, and your wife is the enforcer and document keeper. That just is how America works right now. But when you get within a bigger family, then the family has several rainmakers, several protectors, and several enforcers. When you have dysfunction in that order, I don't care how many purple pill, blue pill, red pill, whatever color pills you want to be, when you're advocating the opposite of a family structure, you're advocating for liberalism. You're advocating for more Joe Biden. You're advocating for more Kamala. You're advocating for more dysfunction in our country. That's what you're advocating for. Now, they can tell you whatever they want to call it. You macking, you game, you whatever you want to call it, purple pill, whatever, blue, whatever. You're advocating for dysfunction. Point blank, period. That's it. So why am I talking about that? Erica, what does this have to do with this? In order for them to roll this stuff out, you have to have a dysfunctional family. Let's go ahead and let's hit it there. If we want to keep the schools open, we got to scare mom into getting the shot. Then we make her scare the children to getting the shot. So now everybody's in this long circle of this mess. Why? Because she has to go to work, because she can't stay home with kids, and she can't fight the school system or go to PTA meetings because she doesn't have a husband. It's dysfunctional. So now I'm going to scroll through here, and I'm going to tell you why. When I made the rise of 20%, I saw this last year. When in 2020, I put together the rise of 20%, I said, listen, what's going to happen here is folks who have businesses, folks who are married, folks living in master plan communities, they will be fine. Now watch this right here. People 16 years old and older can get it since April. And those 12 years older up can get it since May. If you want to put something in a 12-year-old developing body's child, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to keep on going. So again, now as of August, when Tyson Foods announced the requirement, only 45% of his workforce had got the shot. Now, what is Tyson Foods? It's food industry, it's manufacturing, it's packaging, it's truckloads, all that stuff. Today, 72%, meaning half of Tyson's unvaccinated workers, have got the shot ahead of the company's November 1st deadline. Now, let's go ahead and bring it up about Tyson Foods and many of the food industries. We've sold them to China, and we've sold them to other countries. Okay, United Airlines announced this vaccination requirement. Guess what? When Delta and all these people started trying to roll this stuff out, a bunch of people quit. That's why you had Spirit Airlines dropping like crazy. That's why you have the school in Chicago where 72 bus drivers just didn't show up to work. They said, okay, you want us to get a shot today? You just gonna drop it on us today? We're out of here. Again, now I'm going to go through here and find it where I really want you to see it. And the reason I'm saying this, it's attacking dysfunctional families first, and that can be white, black, whoever, is because they're attacking headstart. Who uses headstart more than anybody? Poor women who need to work during the day, and they're looking for a babysitter, safe babysitter, let's just call it what it is, for their child because they cannot stay home with their small child. Let's call it what it is. No, Erica, they're getting their kids ready for school. No, the first person to get your child ready for school is your parent. Your parent should be reading and teaching your child how to read. My nephew is in first grade, and they are just absolutely blown away that this kid can already read, already do math, already do stuff. That's what he's supposed to be doing because he has a family at home. He has a solid, complete family at home, grandparents who own businesses, grandparents who have time, tutoring. Yes, that's what he's supposed to do. What kind of first graders do you have? Guess what? They have kids who can't read, can't write, can barely do stuff. I don't know how they passed kindergarten, but they did. So just that little drop there. Now, if you go in here, whoo, honey. Now, this is the kicker because we have a lot of people Again, you can read this in here for yourself. Requiring all employers with over 100 plus employees to ensure their workers are vaccinated or tested weekly. Who want to get their nose dug in every week? Not many people. So let's go on to the next one. Requiring vaccinations for all federal workers and millions of contractors that do business with the federal work. See how they looped you in there? Let's go ahead and do this. Building a this is just disgusting. Executive order. See, those are supposed to be rare. See, but Obama was signing them all the time. Trump was signing them all the time. So now we just do executive orders whenever we feel like. Executive order, I can pull out a sheet of paper and tell you you're going to have to pull your pants down every day and cough. I could do that with an executive order just because I can. So again, as part of this effort, Department of Defense, Department of Veteran Affairs, that's the DVA, and the Indian Health Service, which is very upsetting to me, the National Institute of Health will compete with implementation of this, requiring to cover 2.5 million people. Now, let me go ahead and tell you this. If you go talk to anybody that works at the VA, Department of Defense, now every time they hire out these contracting firms, these cleaning crews, people to paint the building, Indian health services, random rotation of health people because they never have really good quality health service for the Indian communities, they're going to have to get a shot. So now your cousin Jim Bob and them who used to get the hookup with the government contract on Fort Bragg or Fort Hood, well, now they got to get the shot. Your cousin Julio, who was going to go paint a building out there on Fort Hood, well, now he got to have the shot. Okay, does everybody follow what I'm saying? If you're enjoying the content, put a 1 in the comments. I know I'm going over a lot. I know it seems like a lot. I'm trying to cover a lot in a short amount of time. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to cover a lot in a short amount of time. There's 434 people here. Hit the like button. I know I'm hitting some controversial topics. I will try to break this video up in smaller bits later, but not now. Okay. Now, requiring vaccinations for over 17 million healthcare workers. Now, this is how they get you. At Medicaid and Medicare participating hospitals and other healthcare settings. See, you guys love government healthcare so much for your mama and your daddy, and you had a little baby and you can't afford it. So now you got some WIC and you got some Medicaid. Well, guess what? You want some of that government money. Your hospital, which is every hospital in America because we can't discriminate, you want to take Medicaid. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you this right now. I go to a healthcare facility here in Austin. They do not take any government anything. You have to pay cash or have like 4 types of insurance. That's it. They are very exclusive. And I laughed at first. I thought this is ridiculous. But now I see why they did that. And I'm going to just tell you, pay attention if you're here in Austin, Texas. Look at what they're doing in Westlake and look at what they're doing in parts of Aubrey, the Jewish community healthcare centers. They ain't taking none of this government money. I'm put that out there if anybody knows what I'm talking about. You pay cash or you have a couple different healthcare. That's it. You don't have any Medicaid, no Medicare. They don't accept it. And what you're going to start seeing is a lot of other places not accept it. They're going to just completely eliminate poor people from their care. Yeah, I said it. Poor people from their care. All right. So guess, if you are a center that focuses on healthcare that receive Medicaid or Medicare reimbursement, including but not limited to hospitals, dialysis facilities, cough, cough, you know who that is, ambulatory surgical settings, and home health agencies. Now, let's just go there. A lot of young Latina women and Black women have been hooking up the money with the home health care agencies, right? RZA's family, right? There's a couple of YouTubers I can name. They make big money, millions of dollars a year, going to check in on your grandma while you at work and making sure grandma got a hot food and plate and don't burn the kitchen down. If you guys really, there's a couple YouTubers I can name their channels, but if you really want to see how people been making money with the home health agency, South Carolina, New York, Florida, they've been making a racket sending over Big Booty Betty to go check on your grandma and cook a few meals and not steal money out of her purse. They've been making a racket, but guess what? They got you now. Again, action builds on the vaccination requirement for nursing facilities who apply to nursing home staff. Who be at the nursing home staff? Let's go. Come on. Let's really get in the weeds. Who be at the nursing home staff? It be Black women. Come on, baby. Let's just go there. Black and Hispanic people have been very resistant to these shots. And guess what? Y'all work in a lot of these places I'm reading off and naming. He's coming for you. Congratulations. Okay, so next. The requirements will apply to approximately 50,000 providers and cover a majority of healthcare workers across the country. Some facilities and states have begun to adopt the hospital staff or healthcare sector vaccination mandates. This action will create a consistent standard across the country while giving patients assurance of vaccination status of those delivering care. So if you was born quick and you thought you was going to do home health care, okay, girl, they got you now. All right, now it's been a racket. It's been good. It's been a party. Everybody's going to get it. Now, here's another one. Here's how they're going to, if you're with Ticketmaster, and I don't know, this video might get banned. I don't even know. This might get kicked off YouTube. Y'all hit the one while you can. I see y'all cash apping me. I appreciate you. I'm going to read them off. I know this video might get kicked off. Thank you for the $10 cash app, Secretia Bennett. Okay. Calling on large entertainment venues to require proof of testing. So you already saw what happened in Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders were like, you got to be vaccinated to come in the stadium. And I'm going to tell you right now, when I was in North Carolina, you didn't have to have any of that to go to the Carolina Panther Stadium full capacity. You didn't have to go to a lot of these things full capacity. Now, when they're going to start really pushing on this is about December. Right around the time y'all start getting a little house crazy, you're tired of them kids, and they're gonna wear you down and go, yo, you got to get a shot to go to this music concert. Because I done bought about 20 music concert tickets already for the year. I already bought 20. I've already bought multiple plane tickets for where I need to go with points and all this other stuff. And they like, do you want the refundable ticket just in case? No, I want no refundable ticket. I'm going to come up in that hall and you're going to let me. Okay. So again, concert halls, other venues. Now, who can they arm twist with this? Maybe Ticketmaster. Maybe some of these big basketball stadiums. That's basically it. Now, this is right here. Tell me this isn't terrible. Requiring employers to provide paid time off to get vaccinated. So let me just tell you, you come to work, you're not vaccinated, you know we got to follow these protocols. Oh, well, I need paid time off. So now this company has to pay you for a full day's work to go get vaccinated. Now, y'all, they didn't even do this when it was time for voting. They don't even ensure everybody gets paid time off on November 4th to vote. But they doing this. Now, I'm going to read it to you again. To continue efforts to ensure that no worker loses $1 of pay because they get vaccinated, OSHA is developing a rule that requires employers with more than 100 employees to provide paid time off for the time it takes for workers to get vaccinated. And watch this. This is where it's going to take you out. Or to recover if they're under weather post-vaccination. Y'all, come on. Hit the one in the like button. Let me just tell you what that said. We're going to let you get paid time off to go get the shot. And then if you have a reverse reaction to the shot and you struggling, you under the weather, you laying in the bed, guess what? Your employer has to pay for that. Not that you shouldn't have to take this because you might have a reverse reaction, but when you do have it, when you do get sick because of this shot that you can't sue for, this experimental shot that everybody's applauding like horses for everybody to go get, what we're going to do is we're going to make them and force them to pay this to you. So if you need a week off to recover, guess what? Your employer now has to pay a week. Now, what does that ETS mean? That is a type of system, how you get paid, how we pay our taxes as business employers. Let me tell you, y'all, that right there, honey, that right there, let me tell you, there are going to be companies that are sued because they're going to have an employee say, I went and got the shot. There's 563 people here. If you like the content, hit the one for me. I'm here. I'm giving you the best that I can give you. I was sick all week and I'm 2 weeks really, but here I am. So you got a boss. He tells you have to go get this shot. You say, I got to get the day off because I can't afford to go any other time. You get sick. It's in the writing that he has to pay for your sick time. Guess what's going to happen to some people? They're going to go home for a week and say, I'm sick. I'm having a reverse reaction to this shot and I am sick. And your boss is going to look, Becky, look at big booty Busha. You've been home for 2 weeks. I'm not paying another day. You're fired. Guess what's going to happen? Big Booty Quisha and Becky and Karen and all these women are going to roll up and go get what? An attorney. The attorney's going to go do what? Sue your former boss because he did not cover your time off. Your recovery time, not just your shot time, your recovery time. Honey, if you are a company right now with 100 employees, I would be breaking that bad boy up the night of Wednesday when Joe Biden rolled this out. Because what he effectively just did to you, is cut your knees out. You cannot enforce your employees to act right. You cannot enforce your employees to show up to work. You cannot enforce your employees to say, hey, you guys done took the whole week off now. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Come on back to work. He can't do nothing about that. He cannot do anything about it. You know why? Because it is saying here in writing that this man must and he will cover your costs. Did you just hear what I said, small business owners? You have an employee. I need the day off. It costs you, let's go and bust out our handy dandy calculators because I don't think y'all hear me. I don't think you really feel me yet. Okay? Because here's what's about to happen. Let me go ahead and bring out the calculator. So let's say Bone Quick makes $15 an hour. And I'm being a jerk about the names. I'm just trying to give, it could be Alan. Jeff comes to work for $15 an hour. And so he works 8 hours a day. That's $120 a day. So you got to pay Jeff $120 and he didn't even come to work that day. Now, let's say Jeff's out all week. He's out 7 days because whatever this magical shot is, he's under the weather. So for 7 days, you owe Jeff, who hasn't worked, is at home, laid up, kissing his wife, claiming he's under the weather, $840. Now, let's say Jeff goes, honey, my pinky toe about to fall off from this shot. I got to stay home for 2 weeks. You owe Jeff $1,680 for that. Now you go, Erica, that ain't a lot of money. Well, let's say Jeff was making $35 an hour times 7 hours a day. That's $245 a day. Let's say he's out for a week. You owe Jeff $1,700 for the week. Let's say he's out for 2 weeks. You owe him $3,430 for the 1 day that you were supposed to give Jeff off. Now you owe Jeff $3,400 because Jeff doesn't feel good. Now you say, Erica, these are dramatic. You're being so dramatic. This wouldn't happen. Listen to me. I've watched several newscasts where guys or girls would come on the screen and say, oh, I haven't been feeling well for 2-3 weeks since I got this shot. I don't feel well. I feel achy all over. How many days do you think some of these employees will milk this? Now they know you got to pay. Now they know you got to pay. Think about it. Think about it. You got to pay. You got to pay this guy to go get it and come back. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. I mean, listen. I'm just being very clear. I'm just pay attention to what I'm telling you here. Now, let me go ahead and finish because I know y'all like, man, you getting sister long-winded. I know. My mind is blown. Further protecting the vaccinated. Okay, so this is how they want to protect you from who? Ain't you got the shot? Okay. All right. So let's roll on through here. I mean, listen, a booster promises to give Americans their highest level of protection yet. 3-shot vaccinations are coming and offer the most durable, robust protection. Y'all, you're getting booster shots. Are you 2 years old? Are you 2 years old? Now, listen, now they got to provide you. Your boss has to provide you access to the booster shot. They'll be free and widely available. Okay? Ensuring Americans know where to get the booster shot. Okay? Now, let's get on to the schools because y'all like, Erica, okay. We're at the schools. Now, they're going to do what? Listen to this. $130 billion in American Rescue Plan funds to help schools reopen, accelerate students, academic growth, address inequities exacerbated by the pandemic, and allow local school districts to implement CD recommended prevention strategies. Social, mental, listen, let me tell you something. Your kids fell behind, they lost a year. Majority of these parents just making children and showing up at work and they're half brain dead themselves. So no, their son or daughter didn't learn anything while they were gone. Let's just get to it. Let's just say what we want to say. So now the school's got to pay tutors and everybody and their mom to help come in here and enforce students wear masks, improve the ventilation, and improve the testing that students got to take, and they already behind. Come on, man. Now they open the door. Like, make sure you know, age 12 and up, they can get the shot. I literally have one family member already talking about this, and I go, you're smoking crack. You're a crackhead. Point blank period. That's what I said. Now, again, if you are, this is the kicker. If you a Black woman, let's just go there. And Hispanic women, they work a lot with Head Start programs. So now, if you teachers or staff on Head Start, you thought you had a good little hookup reading to kids books and playing in Play-Doh and goofing off. Guess what? Now you have to get vaccinated or you lose your job. And they don't really pay no money at Head Start, y'all. They don't pay that well. Department of Defense, which is the military, however you want to say it, they operate 160 K-12 schools for military students across the United States and abroad. And Interior operates 53 schools through the Indian Bureau of Education. They do a horrible job. They treat American Indians horribly, regardless, on or off tribal lands. So now, you stationed in Germany with your whole family. Your kid and your teacher that's teaching in Germany under the DOD has to go get a shot now. And y'all in Germany. Your family stationed in Japan. The teachers over there got to get the shots. Your family stationed in South Korea got to get the shots. Your family stationed in Guam, Alaska, name a state, Maryland, wherever, they got to get the shots. They teaching at the military school, they got to get the shot. They teaching that they could be a part-time temporary teacher at the Bureau of Indian Education. All for on tribal lands. They got to get the shot. Head Start. What is Head Start, y'all? Head Start is getting these little kids read it and ready to go. But why are these same children in kindergarten not reading and writing? Because it doesn't matter. I'm being careful here. I know this sounds awful. It doesn't matter if I sit here and try to cram books in your head 8 hours a day. If you go home and y'all just listen to booty shaking, dancing music all afternoon and eating hot Cheetos for dinner, what you learn at home overrides what I teach you at the school. Point blank period. So Head Start and early Head Start was created to help moms be able to go back to work, get their child prepared to be into the school system for kindergarten, first grade, etc., and get them at least writing their name, recognizing their colors, learning their ABCs, the job of your mother, to get them ready. Now, I know y'all might like me after this. I'm like, man, Erica's saying all the racist code words here. This is just terrible. 712 people here. Hit the like button. Just going to say that. Thank you for being in here. I don't think so, Jill. I'm just going to just go on with it. I'm going to just go there. You know, I'm saying all the code words and I'm not worried about it. Okay. All right, let me keep on going. All right, let me get this off the screen because I know y'all be like, I can't see. Okay, calling all states to adopt vaccination requirements for school employees. Don't matter if your poor friend is got some kind of issue. Miss Becky, Miss whoever can't teach class, she got asthma. It don't matter. We want her to have it. Boy, like here. All right. Now, in order to provide additional funding to school districts for safe preschool opening, you better make sure they do it. If they don't do it, I won't backfill your salaries. I won't give you money. Y'all do know the Department of Education really came into effect in the 60s and 70s. Before that, counties did whatever they wanted. I'm just gonna say that. Let's go on over here. This is annoying. Basically, we're gonna make sure everybody wear these masks. Making at-home tests, rapid tests. Now, here's the part that makes me sad because these people are hungry. To ensure every American, no matter their income, can access free, convenient at-home tests, we'll send 25 free at-home rapid tests to over 1,400 community centers and hundreds of food banks. So let's just put it this way. You go pick up food at the food bank, or you're at your local community center, you're going to get this test. And if you don't take it, you're not going to get no food today. It's going to be in your bag. Just point back here. Listen to this. This is the crazy part. Continue to require masking for interstate travel and double the fines. Now let's just go there. If you on the bus, you on the Greyhound, you on a train, you on a plane, you on a boat, you on a city bus, going from Austin to Austin on a city bus, they have the right now. TSA has extended its implementing orders for air and ground travel through January 18, 2022. I will double the fines if you do not comply. If you get on the school bus, the city bus, public transportation, you get on the train, a plane in New York, and you don't wear a mask, I'm going to find you. That's what this is saying. I'm going to find you. And I'm going to double find you. Okay? I want y'all to understand what is being said here. There's 716 people here. If y'all like the content so far, put a 1 in the comments or hit the like button. Okay? Hit the like button, please, baby. Hit it. Hit them likes. Okay? All right. So again, we go on some more. Continue wearing masks on federal property. Again, federal property is like federal buildings, military bases, overseas locations. So you in a whole nother country still got to follow these Biden guidelines. When I go to the post office, I don't wear no mask. I walk in that mug and I walk up through the back. Like, I'm going to my box. Leave me alone. All right. Now, this is what you guys wanted. This is what you came here for. You wanted me to say, I told you so, because I told the business owners, I told them so. Thank you, Paul Brown, for the $10 cash super chat. I see there's been some other stuff. The screen is slow. See if I can fix it. Oh, yep. So let me go ahead and finish reading these. Hit the like button here. Hit it. Punch it. All right. This is what you came here for. You're a small business owner. You're saying, Erica, doesn't matter to me. I don't have 100 employees. This is why if you're in any of my classes, I keep telling you, when I bring on people for business credit, when I talk about having your business paperwork, your business mailbox, your office location, your phone, your website, and your paperwork together. Here we go. There will be no more money for y'all. Again, the stimmy people, that's over. They let you rent it up. 17 grand most people got, and they did nothing with it but goof off and go to Miami. Now, here we go. He said, listen, I know we've hurt y'all, but we're going to support small business because they're critical to our economy, because 2/3 of our new jobs and from nearly half of the American works for what? Small businesses. This is how I know a lot of y'all not going to have to worry about getting a shot because y'all work at companies with smaller than 100 people, but let's just go here, because I think this is going to have something in the ink. President's plan will help more than 150,000 small businesses by strengthening the COVID economic injury disaster loan. Make sure you credit right, people, because if you ain't right, you don't get this loan. Okay, let's go there. Provides long-term, low-cost loans. Flexible. They're going to put $150 billion in loanable funds are still available in the program. So they still got $150 billion in there. They about to throw some more in there, right? SBA will increase the maximum amount of funding a small business can borrow through this program from $500,000 to $2 million. Let me be very clear. I cannot say their names on here, but I am in masterminds where several young men, because they have more than one business on paper, e-com businesses, YouTube businesses, other stuff businesses, real estate businesses, all their paperwork's nice. They hit that $500,000 for each and every one of them. I'm not naming no names, but if you pay attention to some people's Instagram, they done got brand new offices. They got all kind of staff in the offices now. They got all kind of stuff in the office, decorated office to the T, brand new cars wrapped now. I'm not snitching. I'm just dry snitching. Pay attention. Okay. So from $500,000 to $2 million. So let's say you applied the first couple times. They only gave you $200,000. Now, baby, come back. They about to run you up maybe to $2 million, depending on where you're at. And I just want you to understand, when I talk about business inside of the Ride 20% and those other classes, there's several people I know have 2, 3, 4 businesses on paper. And each business has staff, and each business has money going through the bank. And guess what they're going to do? Get this money. You tell me where you're getting a $2 million loan at right now in this economy. Where are you getting a $2 million loan at? Okay. Now listen, they're going to let you increase this money if you have what? 25 employees or less. This is why I keep telling y'all, a majority of people who got the EIDL loan, the PPP loan, all this stuff, they have less than 100 employees. That's why when people showed that, oh, I got 50, 75, 80, 100 employees, they just cut them these $1 million checks off right at the back because of the payroll. That's how they got caught too, because they asses was stupid. But the average business got $100,000 to $350,000 first round and second round. So now they're gonna come back on a third round and get another $150,000 to $300,000. Let me just put you like this: if you messed up your first one and your second loan and your business is still struggling, if you don't come back with this third loan, you're just out of business. You just out of business. Let's just keep it a buck. Your business wasn't gonna make it no way. That's just all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. This is something y'all really need to hear. People who have been in business, and again, key word, been in business before 2020, not just, I'm gonna just hop on the train and get a business now, Erica. People that were listening to me for years, and I told you to show that you had a business before February 2020, you're about to be paid. You're about to be paid, baby. You're about to be running over, your bosom's overfulling, okay? Your bosoms, okay? Whatever the word is in the Bible, fix it for me. Somebody knows the verse, put it in here. Streamlining the PPP loan forgiveness. All you had to do for the 3.5 million PPP borrowers of $150,000 or less is just show you paid your workers. That's it. They launching a new progress August 4th. Okay? Just show your payroll. That's it. Okay? Done and done. Here's the other one. Launching Community Navigator program to connect small businesses to help they need, right? ARP. They come up with all these initials, baby. $100 million to establish a new SBA Community Navigator program, which would deploy trusted community partners in underserved communities. Okay, Native Americans, Hispanic Americans, Black Americans, white women, midgets, all of it. As Claude actually said, all of it. They're about to come look for you and make sure you get that money you need. Okay. Now let me see if I can stop sharing the screen for a second and show you what I'm trying to show you. Do you see this right here? You see this? There's 778 people here. Hit the like button. This is Saturday, September 11th. P. Terry gives back. All proceeds, all stands go to Just. What is Just? Okay, can y'all see that? Hit a 1 if you can see it. Just is a nonprofit financial platform working to close the racial wealth gap by investing in ambitious Texas women through capital, peer coaching, and community. Say that again. P. Terry's and several other restaurants. I only noticed this because I went to go eat with my boo thing, and we ate, and I said, what is this? What is this? What is this in my bag? Okay? Again, if you're a woman, if you're a man, you should be getting out of the mud anyway, but if you're a woman in Texas, a minority woman, I'm just going to tell you, go look up Just. They moving this money around, y'all. They are moving this money as we speak around. I know y'all think Erica just making it up. She just hyping it up in here. They moving this money around, y'all, today. Moving this money around. You need to get off this man's internet, trying to get in these little groups and argue with people back and forth on the internet. You need to go to your local chamber of commerce. You need to go get signed up. You need to go be a friend with somebody at SBA. You need to go be friends with your local banking area. If you are in business the next 5 to 10 years, this is your time. Everybody was sending checks and waiting on stuff. The same place that gives, I'm going to just say this, and I'm going to be nice. The same place that gave you the stimmy check are the people doing the taxes. The government is going to be backed up for 3-4 years, y'all. They trying to recover from all the damn stimmy. And now they're trying to do taxes, and people taxes from last year are delayed. I'm sitting here going and I'm like, can I get some help? I was on wait for IRS with my attorneys for over an hour and 30 minutes. Hey, can we just call you back? No, I'm gonna wait. We're going to wait here together. I'm going to get charged all these hours with these attorneys so y'all make sure it's done. Why? Because they're going to be backed up for years. So again, local, pay attention to what's going on in your local backyard. If you're in Texas and you're watching my video, go look up Just nonprofit, because what you're going to see is a trail of small nonprofits like this. Because who do they want to see this? People who eat at P-Tears. Who eat at P-Tears? Anyway, if you're in business, it's the best time in the world. I know it seems like the worst of times, but it really isn't. I just want you to very much understand what's happening right now. They're opening the floodgates to business owners. Okay? Get even, Stephen. I'm sorry about your third nipple falling off after the vaccine. I hope you can recover. Oh, yes. Yes. This is the time. If you want to be a home health agency, all that stuff. A lot of women, which y'all don't understand when I keep talking about winter is coming for men more than women, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. What I want you to understand is these women will go into healthcare and they'll get the hookup. Like the past couple of years, a lot of Black women, oh girl, I own a home healthcare agency. I go check on the elderly. Like I've seen that everywhere. I meet countless women who are in that. Black women thrive in businesses. This is your time. You about to make all the money. Jeff should have been fired, but what's about to happen is Jeff held on and Jeff's business owner got the PPP, so he couldn't fire Jeff, so he was holding on to Jeff. Y'all know I'm not lying. These people about to go on paid road vacations. Thank you. Mrs. Phoenix, $10 super chat. Psalms 23:5, thou hast prepared a table before in the presence of mine enemies. Thou hast anointed my head with oil and my cup runneth over. This is why I've been very adamant about, I want you to hold on. I want you to keep marketing. I want you to keep growing your business. I know y'all think I've been dramatic and pressing on this, but I knew when I told y'all with that PPP, that stimmy was just for the poor people. The stimmy was for people not paying attention. The stimmy was for the left behind. I've got a video coming out. I hope the editor's done with it. I'll put it out maybe later next week where I talk about Skynet and the algorithm are already weeding these people out. All 4 of my phones in here have been ringing nonstop. As soon as Biden made the announcement, day in the morning, before Biden made the announcement, my phone rang from 9 a.m. to 11. I'm like, what is going on? Hey, we're just seeing if you're ready for the new funding. I'm like, what new funding? They already knew. The capital companies in New York and Florida and Texas were already calling because they knew it was coming. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. The government is setting the table for those of you who need to be taken care of. You're going to have to do whatever they say. You want to live in public housing? You got to hit this shot. You want to do over there? You're going to have to do this. You want to take your kid to Head Start? You want that Medicaid, Medicare? All these things. Listen, and people say, well, not that many people are on that, Erica. This is incorrect. 50% of all children in America right now live in a home where one parent or one adult who lives in the home is either getting SSI, Medicaid, Medicare, or food stamps. 50% of all U.S. children. That means somebody, grandma living at home, and you're going to have multi-generational homes where grandma living there, grandpa, uncle, whoever, it's got some type of stuff. Okay. All right. Thank you for the $5 Cash App. What about religious exemptions? It ain't gonna be none. I don't think you understand. The only way you're gonna have a religious exemption is if somebody starts suing. The Muslims may get away with suing, but not the Catholic Church, not Christians. Just the way they are right now. Okay, if I lose my toe, I'm getting a real payout. I need $1 million. I don't think it does. It depends, because I've actually met businesses that have 15 employees right here in Austin. They do supplements and they do about 50 mil a year. I mean, they do a lot of marketing though. So what y'all don't understand is in this whole system, you have ads, you have radio ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, all kind of ads that triple, quadruple your reach. Okay. There's 805 people here. Hit the like button. Respect me enough to hit the like button. I bring you the good stuff. I bring you the commentary. Give me some likes. I'm not asking for a lot. Okay. Jesus paid it all. Hit me with the free likes, okay? Again, improving care for those with COVID-19, you already know. Increasing support to COVID burden hospitals, increasing support to antibody treatments, increasing support to healthcare professionals. This means money's coming to your hospital, your staff, your home healthcare agency, but you're going to have to follow the rules. So again, the most important thing I got out of this is if you're a business owner, now is your time to connect with the money. If you listen, let's just go there. If you had March 2020, some people are saying, Erica, my credit was bad, but I needed this money for my business. Okay, it's been a year now. You have to do something with the credit and get some more access to this loan. Because all you had to have was a 620, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure the rule of thumb was like 620 was what you had to have. Like 586, like bare minimum, and show some paperwork. Again, here it is. Large companies, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Brace yourself. If you're a large company, brace yourself. They have staff that can handle this. This is the Texas Tribune. You can read this on your own. Again, 2/3 of the country will not be affected by this. Let's just be honest. 2/3 of the country, if they're smart, they work for a small company, they're not faced by this. So you have to face weekly testing. Weekly. So now your company has to pay weekly for some nurse people to come by and do the weekly testing. That's what I'm telling you. If you do anything in healthcare, if you a testing facility, which honestly you could just go buy some suits, some hazmat suits, some gear, hire a nurse part-time. Okay. Now here's the good thing out of this. If you are a supplement company, a healthcare company, and you're all about promoting alternative medicine or things you can sell alternatively, you're gonna make some money too. The reason you're gonna make money is people are gonna be looking for this, because when people start forcing people to do something, people will look for alternatives. And Clorox bleach, and I think Diamond Dave addressed this, that Clorox bleach was saying they were going to face a downturn. I look at it from the social aspect of Clorox bleach had got out of favorability with moms because of the strong smell, the chemicals in their house. You had this whole wave of, you ever see the moms on Facebook, the incense selling moms, the moms talking about alternative medicine and rubbing oils and stuff on your body. That's in style. You know why it's in style? Because they see wealthy women. And I remember Jay Cutler's wife got in trouble because she was from MTV Show or whatever her name was. And she was saying how she don't vaccinate her children and she does this and incense and alternative eating. And a lot of stars who are very fit and their children are very fit said the same, and they got a lot of backlash. So Karen, who lives out here in Westlake, sees this stuff and is like, well, I want to eat really great food and I want my children to have the best opportunities. Even though I can't afford her lifestyle, I'm going to mimic it from Instagram. And this is how this stuff gets popular. So people who have supplement companies, people who have alternative medicines, alternative treatments, you about to go through the roof too. You about to make a lot of money, and it ain't even funny. It's not even funny, because people are going to now push harder to find alternatives. What are they gonna do? They're gonna push real hard. Okay. Because people are like, oh, there's rich women over here getting shots. Rich people are not running around getting shots. They're not. Go look at some of these facilities. I went to where I go get one of my doctor's appointments. It's very expensive. Every time I just go there, it costs me $600 because I pay cash. It costs. So I go there. Nobody's wearing a mask in there. Everybody's chilling, talking, having a great time. I go in the back. None of the nurses, none of the doctors are wearing masks. Everybody's just chilling. Upper echelon folks, and this isn't Texas hospitals and places have been making everybody wear a mask. This facility I went to, they in there chilling like it's a party. In there with the Westlake moms, living my best life. Everybody in the parking lot got a Porsche Cayenne. I'm telling y'all, different people, different communities are not. There's upper echelons to this that will not. Only thing they're hearing is this part right here, this economic. And I know people like, well, how could a person have 6 or 5 or 7 companies? Go look at Ryan Piella. Go look at a lot of these people. Again, we talk about family offices. We talk about people having these little Amazon businesses, little online businesses, ebook businesses. I've seen people take a one business and break it down into 4 for funding and financing. You got business credit on 10 businesses, documentation on 10 businesses. You about to rack it up. You might rack up $500,000 for each business. You're going to have $5 million. Why do you think some of these YouTubers all of a sudden it was like a Lambo party out here during the pandemic? They had an infusion of capital, which led them to do an infusion of marketing and ads. I don't think y'all hear me though. Let me see what y'all got in here. We got like 10 minutes. So whatever you're going to say, you better put it in there. Paid time off. Remember, black people, you voted for this. People wanted Trump out of here, and it wasn't just black people. I've met white women, white men who were like, yeah, I wanted Trump out because he was loud. That's what I'm saying, LG. If one person sees that Jeff and took a week off, everybody about to fall out. Oh, my arm, my elbow, my neck and my back. Oh, my neck and my back and my leg. And you're going to have 10 people out of staff. Now you're going to have to get temp staff in. You're going to have to backfill and pay. I mean, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a hot mess. Kevin, and there'll be more people to do it. That's my whole point. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm not trying to rush myself, but I also have another show with Diamond Dave because we talked about how to make money from a lot of the scenarios that we're actually discussing right now. So if you guys want to join me again later tonight in about an hour, less than an hour, and want to hear how to make money in the stock market and other places from it, definitely come follow that one too. People milked it. This is why when the federal government's like, hey, we're here to help. No, please stop helping us. Please stop. Right? Like a lot of people had to convince their employees to come back to work. They had to offer all kind of crazy bonuses just to get people to come back to work. My boss makes me take it. I'll be sick for 3 weeks. Derek F. And let me tell you something. If they make you do it, you should be. You should take all the time you want off because they're dummies. They're dummies. Brandy L, honey, if they didn't invest that mess, that's why when I told y'all, listen, I'm gonna say this, and no harm, no foul. A lot of the courses that are out here right now teaching about Turo and Airbnb are teaching you how to make up just about $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month. And when I saw that, I'm like, that's all $4,000 a month. Like I can't live on that for a damn week. I need more than $7,000 a week at this point every week to make it. They are talking to an audience who's used to making $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, a little bit of money a month, and enticing them with this. That's why I told y'all, if you meet people that done grew a car business over 20 cars, it's dangerous. Unless you are in Miami, New York, California, parts of Texas, it's not sustainable. It doesn't make mathematical sense. Unless you have a car lot. And again, I'm from the North Carolina region where, you always had a couple men who they got 20 cars on a car lot. They do rent to own, buy their pay here, and they make their money. So again, I've seen that. That's not unusual. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, LG. God bless you. That's horrible. That's my whole point. Who has had the regular flu? I've had the flu once. But I am definitely, I questioned when they told me it was just a sinus infection. Did I not have the flu? Because I was literally just out. Family like dragging me to my room. I'm just out. Wasn't COVID though. So I'm gonna tell you right now, there were Afghanistans in Fayetteville when I was home in Fayetteville. When I went and saw my family, they were Afghan women and families covered, military soldier with them, translating in the store, the Food Lion. And when we were walking behind him, he was looking back, making sure we weren't taking no pictures. And I'm like, hey, I ain't taking no picture. I'm just looking. I'm being nosy. I'm trying to figure out who this woman is that you doing all this translating loud as hell in the store. Trust me, they already here. A bunch in Cary, a bunch in Raleigh, a bunch in Charlotte, a bunch in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg. And once I saw her when I first got to Fayetteville, her and 2 other women and small boy children. By the time I was leaving Fayetteville, they were walking across the street by themselves. The 2 of the boys, 2 of the women with the full burqa on, full face burqa, walking across the street without the military guy by themselves. And the military guy was a white guy translator. He was not their husband or anything. He was a translator. And again, that's because my family's military. I know what a transfer looks like. It's to the point now where Jesus could descend from the sky, offer the shot, and I would decline it off GP. Sorry. Anthony Brian Logan, Warrior for Truth. Go check out his channel. Thank you for coming through and stopping by. Anthony Brian Logan. We got like 6 more minutes, y'all. Come in here. Whatever questions you got, better come on, wrap it up. I actually have to really close this down. Homeschooling. But guess what? Your husband still got to work somewhere. Families don't understand. It's a family unit. And this is why when I tell people, I'm telling people, get the likes up, get them all the way up. It really is, though. I'm telling you, listen, IRS hired like 10,000 people. They had already projected. QuickBooks said this 2 years ago. When I told y'all this and y'all thought I was making this up, QuickBooks said they knew they were going to need 10,000 more accountants. And I'm like, for what? Whatever, dude. Yep. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're doing. Be a server. I mean, it is what it is. Thank you for the $19. Char Media, CHAR Media. Thank you for the $20 Cash App, Super Chat. Let me see what else I got. I got to close it out. Listen, Anthony Brian Logan, and here's the crazy part. I'm from North Carolina, where the white people, I'm just gonna go there, is just goofing off. They just goofing off in that park, riding pickup trucks, mud and flooding all weekend, goofing off. And so when my nephew got to class, this is a really higher end area of town. Even she's struggling with the white and Asian children. She's like, oh my God, your nephew, the kindergarten last year, they were like, oh my God, he can read? I said, yeah, we make him type in what he wants to watch on demand on the channel. So he has to use the remote to type in Batman, Superman, whatever, the Hulk, whatever. And he just reads. He just reads the screen, reads books. And this comes from the fact that, honestly, my mother's retired. I have aunts and uncles that are retired. His grandparents own a tire shop. So when he's in the shop, he's reading paperwork they have for him in there. They got him reading stuff at the other business our family has. My other uncle's business, he's over there reading stuff. He's 6 years old. Just reading. Just turned 6. So you got to understand that a lot of people, they got them phones in them children's face. That's really the problem. It used to be your mom could make sure you was reading, doing all this stuff. They got these phones in these face. And it's not just black women, it's white women too. But, JL, it depends on when you were stationed there. It really does. Because, 9 times out of 10, when I hear somebody talk bad about Fayetteville, they were from some rackety, podunk little nowhere town. I'm from New Jersey. New Jersey looks like hell. What are you talking about? And this is how I laugh about this, because I went so many places, Alaska, Fort Hood, Tennessee, all these places. I know what bad bases look like, and tell you, Fayetteville ain't one of them. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna go there. I'm just gonna tell you. All right, so let me see what's up. Anything left? Thank you so much, everybody who donated. Oh yeah, they just dropping these people off, like giving them some cards and sending them where they gotta go. That's so funny. Breathing hard here. I gotta finish it out. What's up, AM1? Come back and film me, AM1, in a week. Get back over here to Austin. Just need you for about a day. Yeah, they in DFW. I am exhausted right now. Look, I got vitamin patches on. I know y'all can't see it, but literally there's vitamin patches on my arm so that I can like be up and doing this show. I know y'all think I'm joking. I'm telling you, stay with 2 cars. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, if y'all want to learn how to make money from this, I'm going to close this video out. This video is just educational. I'll chop it down in smaller pieces. I know y'all think I'm being dramatic. But again, go to the second video if you want to learn how to make money from these items. On the flip side, because a lot of this was just telling you what's coming. Um, I I am a black Karen. People have said that I am Karen, but I'm gonna go places you're gonna act like you're gonna talk to me like you got sense. So, anyways, you guys, this is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I'm gonna grab some hot tea, and then we'll head on over to our stock show, because we have to understand how we make money out of this, because it can't just be about us complaining, right? It has to be solution based. All right, you guys, later.